And so like when you get to the valley, it's this really like competitive culture. We're always trying to one up each other. And that's why like a lot of people think that courage is only motivated by kind-heartedness and virtue, but no, like pride can be just as much a motivator. And for most people, that's what it is.
How is it for you?
Well, I think it's courage. I mean, I think it's I like as far as the buildings go, I would say it has to be just want to save babies because I hate it so much. I don't like.
But is it?
It's so terrible.
But is it all want to save babies, or is there some part of it that's pride?
I would say on the mountains, it's like most certainly pride. It's just when your buddy does something, it's like, oh gosh, now I got to one up him. But
it's like lifting weights, like ego lifting almost.
Ego lifting, yeah, on the mountains for sure.
Yeah,
it's like I want to be the best. I want my name written in the Hall of Fame, and which is so foolish because like I think of these guys. Like one time I topped out on El Cap, and these guys came up behind me, and his lips were purple, and they had just got done climbing it in a day, and they did it I think in like 8 hours or something like that. And so I'm all puffed up because I did it in 10. Here's this guy climbed it in 8, and his breath, it smelled like alcohol. And I'm
Why
like,
is that?
Well, that's what I was thinking too. Like, why does his breath smell like alcohol? And what it had turned out, and I think this is the greatest El Cap ascent of all time, but they did an all-wine ascent of El Capitan. They had no water, and they had climbed it in 8 hours with 1.5 liters of water or of wine each, and they had it in these little lambskin sacks. It was this guy from Spain and another guy from Canada, and at that point, I just realized I could never do that. And
strange.
They are. I asked him like, where do you go to train for that? The bar or the gym? And he said a little bit of both. But they had something that there's just this level of skill that I think
that's bizarre and sketchy.
It's really sketchy, but the valley is full of bizarre and sketchy things. It's a weird place, but
the valley being the
Yosemite Valley.
Yosemite Valley.
Yeah. But when you take the pool of talent that's out there today, for someone to think that, like, because I didn't start climbing until I was 18, and to think that I could have my name written in the Hall of Fame there is like, it's just so foolish. Because now, I mean, even my friend Brad, who is one of the greatest climbers of all time, and his name is in the Hall of Fame, but in this short amount of time from the year he died in 2019, it's almost like his legacy was protected when he died, because now you have 14-year-old kids who are smashing his records and what he had done. I mean, that summer that I climbed with him, he freed 3 routes in El Cap, which means he had a rope and a harness and he had gear, but he only used his hands and feet to climb, and he placed the gear behind him. And to do that is like winning an Olympic gold medal. And he did 3 of them in a day. So essentially, it's like, you know, he would climb one, and then immediately his mind would go, okay, what else can I climb? And then we would work these routes for a couple weeks, go up there and we'd practice them, and then we'd go back and we'd climb them in a day, and then he'd do another one. And since then, though, there's like 12-year-old kids that are doing that, and it's just there's no competing with that. Like,
what is your price? Because if your price is not your life, then you are for sale.